Dhruvil Sangvi, Mrigang Bhardwaj, Mrigang Tripathi again. Do not show this to him. You have to edit it out and then send it, not even to Dhruvil. You're not going to show it to Dhruvil.
I just need 30 seconds, the stupid question. What was that Bollywood song that we were singing which is dedicated to SGx? So that's a theme song to SGx.
Duniya ka naara, lage raho, manzil ka ishara.
वो शोले वाला गाना most apt होता है, ये दोस्ती हम नहीं छोड़ेंगे. I think one of the core components of SGx would be that, and that song would best represent it.
It's filled up. It's filled up with like a bunch of really smart people who are even naughtier. Right, and I would like to describe it like I did a couple of days ago, so we like to call it the Khandan.
SGx is like a Gurukul. You come in as a student, spend a lot of time with your so-called guru. So I call it SaaS Gurukul.
SGx is this amazingly beautiful community of founders who have come together to pay it forward.
Is much more than family. It is what you need to grow.
We work with about 6 to 8 different startups who are pre-$1 million in revenue every year.
Once the program starts, the first 2 weeks or about 3 weeks is focused on the mentor and the wingmate working really closely with the founder and understanding what is it that we want to achieve in the next 16 weeks.
This program gets intense from the bandwidth perspective. Why? Is because founders in that stage are already busy. They are probably working 12-14 hours a day, including weekends anyways, even without the program. The program itself adds this 2 hours of weekly check-in call, but another roughly 4 to 5 hours of calls with mentors.
At least for those 16 weeks, you feel that you're not alone in that journey, right? You have 2 people walking that path with you, constantly helping you think through, unblock, and take you forward, which I think is very unique, right? And so you're not just getting a point-in-time advice, you're getting the advice that is evolving. They are seeing whether it's working and you're able to iterate together.
The wingman and the mentor going into the startup and working for 4 months day in and out in perfecting out their marketing pitch instead of, building accelerators or something where, you get a lot of startups and there's a lot of like experts, but they're not correlated or again, it's superficial, right? We wanted to hand pick companies and really, hold them by the hand and, take them through the process.
It's just that the massive initiatives that people on the other side take to see you succeed is overwhelming at times. You think, why on earth are they doing without getting anything? And then there are obviously so many, the fun that we have on the calls is all there.
Some calls last 2 hours, some last 3 hours. Most of the calls have 2 different elements. One, there's a functional topic. So we'll get an expert to come and talk about, let's say, PPC or branding or how to do events or how to do SEO or how to do social media better. And the second part of the call will be about each startup basically doing a 15-minute check-in.
Every small detail that is required to make sure that thing goes correctly. For example, if it is an SEO, then all the rankings, all the page, everything will be looked at, and specific and very critical advice would be given on what exactly to be done.
Most fun, interactive, or even the most satisfying and meaningful part of the program is actually the friendships that we form. So because we end up spending so much time together on Zoom calls, on in-person meetings, as part of the kickoff, as part of the final graduation, etc., that we really become close friends, and that friendship and network is something that's invaluable.
Graduation ceremony that we did last year, we went to Goa, and Mrigang, who's one of the main mentors of SGx, basically decided that he would sort of whip out like one of his college tricks, and he essentially created like a really naughty drink, which is a rum shot, and he just sort of like went behind the bar and started taking over the bar and was forcing everyone to have shots, and we ended up staying at the resto bar till about 1 a.m.
I think the most memorable moments for me are all the 5 a.m. conversations with people. So we usually kind of do general, as they call it, DPC, Daru Pe Charcha, which is where I think the conversations go from all random tangents and touches all parts of life. And usually like by 5 a.m. like most people are like super tired, and that's when the most intense conversations come out.
If SGx were a movie genre, what genre would it belong to? I don't know what is the movie genre for the movie Lagan. It's where people are coming together for a cause. So it's like any freedom fighter movie, but you bring the community together. It's like getting the village to fucking raise a kid, or getting the community together to win a game, or getting the community together for your freedom fight, without the uprising part of it.
It would be a romantic comedy with a lot of drama and twists, would be an amazing thriller. All of it.
Action film.
So I think it starts as action, turns into drama, which ultimately becomes comedy.